the coronavirus and isolation. I'm going to give you some handy information about the coronavirus, and then I'm going to segue into a paranoid rant about the future. So what to do about the coronavirus? Get official sources. You need to find the official sources for information for your particular region. Not all regions are affected by the same way. So there's no point in me telling you what's going on in Malta because it's different in Germany, Italy, China, and America. The way to deal with the coronavirus is going to be different from region to region. And the information changes daily. This is a pain in the ass. This is a total pain in the ass. We're just going to have to check the information every day because it's going to change. Schools are closing. Schools are opening. The hospitals are fine. Hospitals are not fine. That information is going to change every day. It's like there's a war on. Our generation, we haven't really experienced war properly. It's like there's a war on. Gotta check the information every day. Don't panic. Don't trust social media. Trust nothing online, not even this channel. Don't believe this video just because you think it's good. Like, people are spreading all sorts of nonsense online. People are telling me that it's caused by 5G. People are buying face masks. Nobody knows what the panic with the toilet paper is all about. People are freaking out. And this is just one of these moments where I'm going, in a crisis situation, I believe the official people. Most alternative people have lied to me about all sorts of things. If all these alternative people knew how to help poor people and the sick, why don't they get off their ass and do something about it? They don't. The official medical establishment have their problems. Doctors are often wrong. There's corruption in the system. Yet they're the ones who are actively trying to help people who are worse off. They're more believable. Better off believing them. Fact check things. If you're going to pick social media over official sources, pick the official sources. Still fact check everything. Fuck it. Trust no one. Change my mind. Trust no one. Fact check everything. But the official sources are going to be better than the people telling you put the bridges to the Prince of Sage, and it's okay. Or if you don't, like, the stupidest thing is if you don't believe the coronavirus, you won't get it. That's stupid. The people who died of the coronavirus first didn't even know it existed. Same with cancer. People didn't know it existed before they died. It's stupid. So just don't give in to paranoia. Calm down. But seriously, stop. I'm really having to make myself go on social media less because it's just a pain in the head. It's just a pain in the head. I just can't believe anything anyone is telling me. Wash your hands. Generally speaking, the best thing people can do is just wash your hands. Do your best to wash your hands. If you're feeling sick, stay at home. And if you live with other people, you're going to have to quarantine everybody. If one person has the coronavirus, everyone else in the house has it, you're just going to have to quarantine everyone. Call official numbers. Find out wherever you live, what's the official coronavirus hotline. It may not just be the hospital, it may not be the doctor, it might be someone who's a specialist in dealing with it. Call them. You're most likely not going to die. Old people are more likely to die. If you're worried, stock up on food now. That's not too bad. I mean, I live isolated and alone. I wash my hands frequently, and I have a pile of food in my freezer. Anyway, it's like I've been preparing for the coronavirus for a number of years. So, get the official sources. Don't trust social media. Wash your hands. Do not know. I think I deleted the slides. Whatever. Now for my rant. I've been getting paranoid for a while before the coronavirus. I like it just seeing, like living in a rural area for the purpose of to enjoy nature and just watching the sea fill up with more plastic. And like there's derelict buildings around me and they're still building more buildings and they're just gonna half build them. They're cutting down trees. There's like a constant land grab. And just seeing the world is just filling up with concrete and plastic. The world is becoming more isolated. More and more people are opting to live alone and do things on their own. And there's this mad egoic illusion of, oh, I can do everything myself. Oh, I don't need other people. Pile of bullshit. One thing the coronavirus has shown us is that people cooperating together can actually reduce the deaths through cooperation and community and a sense of togetherness. And so I'm watching, like, the coronavirus outbreak is happening while I'm preparing to move from isolated place into a crowded city. Now I can't enter that country because it's a no-fly zone. It's just like I am trying to move away from isolation and to reabsorb myself into civilization, to upgrade it, and everyone else is on lockdown. you know, and it's just like very quickly people are, and we need to at the moment for the coronavirus isolate ourselves and make sure there's a spread in case of emergency. But I'm just seeing this is that this is paving the way the future to come. People are going to isolate themselves and go, do you know what? I'm just going to isolate myself forever because that's what's happening already. Instead of community paying for things. Yeah, I mean, we have to largely buy things. I'm not complaining about capitalism, but just instead of people coming together, taking care of each other as a tribe, we now have to pay for psychiatric help, which is extremely expensive, and there isn't. You're talking about there's probably one psychiatrist for every like 10,000 people. Like it's not possible for everyone to take money out of their pocket and pay for someone to help them. There's not enough help to go around. So we have to do things cheaply and as a community and a group. I keep saying this to people and everyone's like most people look at me like I'm a moron. Like they go, no, you gotta do things yourself. It's like bullshit. No one does things by themselves. I didn't learn to speak English by myself. I didn't learn how to use this PowerPoint presentation by myself. A pile of bullshit. Nothing here I do is by myself. If I cook for myself, it's only because somebody else has written a recipe. Somebody else has built the machines that I use. Someone has already done the research into the nutrition that I haven't done. We cooperate with each other, and cooperation is how we're going to survive the coronavirus. Cooperation is the only way to have a good, healthy life. Living in groups, doing things as groups, working together. Otherwise, we're just going to be isolated, and the world is going to fill up with goddamn plastic.